again. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do more of a bar-inspired workout. So we're going to use the back of a chair and to help us with some balance work. So if you don't have a chair, pause, go get one, come back, and join back in. And let's get to it. Here we go. Cross your arms. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And as always, big breath. Fill your lungs. Reach through your fingertips. Whip into the air. Exhale. And one more. Big breath. Inhale. And exhale. And one. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. And go ahead and shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. As always, get all that stress and tension out of your body. Take it to a little bounce, whatever you need. And then ground your feet. Go ahead and take your right arm over. And your left arm over. And your right arm over, and your left arm over. So give you a nice side stretch, and right, and left, and right. This time you're going to hold here. Take your left hand, wrap it around your right wrist, and pull a little further so that you get a little bigger stretch through the right side of your torso here. Okay. And let's go to the other side. Left arm over, grab onto your left wrist, and reach, stretch. Feel the opening, follow your ribs, feel that stretch, and back to center. Good. Take your shoulders and circle them around. Go in the opposite direction. Good. Take your arms around, and full arms, and back. Going the other way. Good. And arms. Good. Whew. And shake it on out. Good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take our arms. We're going to inhale as we bend through our knees. Then we're going to fold over, lengthen through your spine as you do so. Feel the stretch to the backs of the legs, and then go ahead and roll up through your spine. Okay, inhale, bend through your knees, lift through your chest, then exhale, forward fold down, and roll up through your spine. And again, bend through your knees, lift up, and forward fold, and roll up through your spine. Keep a soft knee, inhale, and exhale. And roll up through your spine. Let's go for two more. Inhale, nice big stretch, and forward fold. And get all the way up. Last time, inhale, and forward fold, diving down, and roll all the way up. Inhale, big breath, inhale here. Good. And arms down by your sides. Good. Take your head to your right shoulder. Press the palm of your left hand out to the side. Little nod with your head, and circle to the opposite shoulder. Palm of the right hand presses out to the side. Little nod with your head, and then to the center. Fingertips to the back and gently press. So open up to the back of the neck. Keep your shoulders down. Stretch out through those upper traps. And then release. Take your right arm and circle back around. And again, and then other arm, left arm around. Opening up to that chest. And here, hold. Take your arms up in a nice squat. Shift your weight into your heels and tap your toes, toes, and toes. Good, toes. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's rise all the way up to our toes. Lower your heels down, warming up those calves. Down and up. Go. 3 more, and 2 more, and last one. Here, and lower down, arms to your side, and take it to a roll down. And pause here. You can heel toe through your feet. And pedal, pedal, pedal. Okay. Then bend through your knees and roll up through your spine. One vertebra at a time. Inhale. Big breath. Now we're going to reach over that right leg. So it's leg rotation. Reach over and take it down. And then sweep your arms over to the left side. Bend through your knees and roll up, reaching over that left leg. Inhale. Let's do the other side. Reach over that left leg. Take it down. Sweep your arms over to the right, bend through your knees, and reach up. Reaching over that right leg. One more set. Fold over right. So that's leg rotation down. Sweep over to the left, bend, and take it up. Let's complete the set. So reach over that left leg, stretch. Sweep over to the right, bend through your knees, and reach up. Lifting over that right leg, left. And take your elbows to your side. Open up through your chest here, shoulders down. Take your shoulder blades and pinch, and pinch. And pitch, and pitch. Good. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Right arm across. Pull it in with your left. Okay, so stretch out that shoulder. Other side. Pull it in with your right. Stretch out that shoulder. Good. And release. take your right leg, circle that ankle, and take that lower right leg and circle, reverse the direction. Good. Take that leg and that hip socket, circle, and then reverse the direction. Good. And hold here. Let's circle that ankle in the opposite direction. I forgot that. Good. And shake it up. Other side, left leg lift, circle. Good. And reverse. Good. Lower left leg. Set it in motion here. Good. And reverse. And then take that thigh and circle it around, opening it to that hip. Good. And reverse. Beautiful. Good. And settle it down. Good. Okay, first we're going to do some squat work. So I want your feet about hip distance apart. Hands into prayer, shoulders down. I want you to press your hands together. Get the firing through your upper body. Okay, belly is in. I'm going to take it to a squat. Weight in your heels and back up. Good. And squat. Shoulders down away from your ears. Pressing your hands firmly together. And back up. Okay, make sure your knees are tracking above your feet. So all those form checks. Spine is in neutral. Okay, and back up. Press the hands together. Good. And up. And let's go for 2 more. Down. Press those hands together. And 1 more. Press down. And lift up here. Now we're going to take our arms, reach overhead. And then we're going to bring our arms down by our sides as we lift up onto our toes. Find your balance. And then back up. Hands together. And back into that squat. Deep squat here. And then back up. Arms down. Press, 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 press. Lift up onto your toes. And back up. Back into that squat. Press your hands together. Good. And up. And press. So feel that resistance as you press your arms down. And up. And squat a little deeper if you can here. Shoulders down. And lift up. And press. Resist, resist, resist. Okay, I'm going to add a little rotation. So take it to a squat here. And then back up. This time as we press our arms down, we're going to rotate to the right. Press, 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 press. And up. Okay, get a little oblique work down. Sink down. And up. And press, 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 press. Rotate to the left. And up. And down with that squat. And lift up. And press into the right. And then back up. And down. And rise. And press. Resist, resist. And then back up. 1 more set. Sink it down. Press your arms together. Shoulders strong. And up. And press to the right. Good. And back up. And sink it. And up. And press to the left. Nice. And take it into that squat here. Hold, hold, hold. We're going to take it to a pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rise up here. You're going to take it here. You're going to lift up. And then back down. And then press up. So working the calves. But I want you to add that resistance with your arms. And up. Hey, you're pressing your arms down through water. And up. Good. Lifting up onto your toes. Good. And up. 2 more like this, straight ahead. And 1 more. Now we're going to add a rotation on the next one to the right. We're going to stay to the right here. Back to center here. Rotate to the right. Stay rotating to the right and back here. Good. Press down. Resist. And then back up. Get your heels nice and high. And lift up. Good. And 3 more. Nice. 2 more. Press down. Good. And last one. Press down. And lift up. Let's go to the left now. Here we go. Left. And then back up. Good. Rotate. Draw that left shoulder back. And back up. And again. Press. And lift. 3 more. Press down. Resist. Resist. And back up. Last 2. Press, 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 press. And up. Last one. Here we go. Press. And then back here. Hands together. Sink down into that squat. Pressing your hands together. Take it to another set of pulses. Weight in your heels. Good. Good. Spine stays in neutral. Shoulders down. Shoulder blades apart. Press those hands together. Good. A little harder if you can. Good. For 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Good. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Rise all the way up. Good. Step to the left side. Go ahead and take your heels, place them together. Your toes out to the side. Now we're going to step out to the right. I'm going to take it into a squat here. Squeeze your glutes, knees open wide, and then take that left leg back in to first position. Okay, step to the left, squat, bring that leg back in. Good, right leg back in. Step to the right, and sink, and bring that left leg in. Squeeze through the inner thigh, and left. Sink down, and squeeze, bring that right leg in. Good, to the right, sink, and pull it in. Other side, sink, and pull, nice. And sink down a little lower. Good, and pull, and back to the left, sink, and pull and hold here. Now we're going to take it to a squat. Stay nice and upright here. You're going to bend through your knees. Make sure your knees are tracking over your feet. So you're going to turn out here, nice and upright. Hey, so here, heels stay on the mat. Hey, from here, we're just going to take it to a little pulse and pulse and pulse. You want to engage those glutes and pulse and pulse. Good, pulse and pulse. Nice, squeeze and squeeze, nice and upright. Belly is in, shoulders down. Nice form. Good, spine is in neutral. And pulse and pulse and pulse. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now step out to the right. Okay, so nice wide stance here. You're going to bend through your knees here. You're going to take it down to that plie. Okay, now from here you're going to pulse and pulse. Now squeeze. Squeeze the inner thighs as well. And pulse. Good. And pulse. And pulse. Good. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Knees track above your feet. Good. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Good. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Bring that left leg in here. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Bend your knees into that plie. And pulse. And pulse. Good. Pulse. And pulse. Nice. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Good for 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3. Got 2 and 1. Out to the left here. You're going to bend your knees here. That plie and down. And pulse. And pulse. Good job. And pulse. Really squeeze through those glutes. Belly is in. Shoulders down. Good. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Nice. Feel that warmth. Pulse. And pulse. Let's go for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And rise up. Place your feet in parallel now. Okay, you're going to take it onto your toes here, here, here. Find your balance. Now you're going to bend through your knees. You're going to take it down. Okay, bending through your knees and your as you sink down, keep your chest lifted here. It's working lots of balance, lots of ankle strength, core strength here. Sink those hips down. And then rise all the way back up. Good. Heels high. And then take it back down. Try to keep your heels lifted. Find it. Good. Good. Woo! And then take it back up. Woo! Going nice and slow. Okay, so really working that control. Taking it down, shoulders down away from your ears. Good. And press back up. Excellent. Let's go for 2 more. So let's go ahead and take it down. Heels are high. Woo. You got it. And take it back up. Heels high. Feel that stretch as well. And then take it back down. Nice and slow. Control, control. Good. And take it back up. Yeah. And then release. And settle down. Okay, let's take it down to the floor. Okay, so we're going to find our way onto the floor carpet. And here we go. Feet on the mat. Go ahead and lift your spine nice and straight, upright, and neutral. Feel that opening through your chest. Okay. So just hold here. Just going to hinge back a little bit. And you feel the abs kick in, hip flexors kick in, shoulders down here. Just going to feel that contraction. Nice. And flex your feet. Okay. Then lift your heels up off the mat here. And just hold. Then you can, if you want to, you can release your arms and just hold here. Okay. Hold. Good. Good. Now hands behind your thighs or out in front. We're just going to take our legs and separate them and bring them closer together to hip distance and apart and together. Good. Try and keep them in coordination. Okay, so here's lots of body awareness work here. Okay, and out. And together. And out. And together. Good. 4 more. And together. 3 more. Out. And together. Last 2. Out. And together. Last 1. Out. And together. So again, hip distance apart. And you're going to take your right leg and you're just going to straighten. So hands behind or up here. And left leg here. Don't worry if it doesn't get straight all the way. Here. And bend. And extend. And bend. Good. And extend. And bend. Other side. Now if your arms are free floating, then you can take it up and down. And up and down. Good. Up and down. And up and down. Last set. Let's go. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. Hands behind your thighs or keep them out in front. Go ahead and roll onto your back. All the way down. Nice and easy. Arms down by your side. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up off of the mat into a bridge, and then lower back down. And again, lifting up, and lowering back down 2 more times, lifting up, and lowering back down 1 more time. Let's press up, and lower back down. Very nice, good. Okay, now I'm gonna do some abdominal work, rectus abdominis work. Place your hands behind your head, like so. Okay, bring your legs into tabletop, glue them together here. You're gonna curl up, and then lower down. So get the contraction through your abs, elbows stay wide. Okay, so you're just supporting your head with your fingertips. You're trying not to pull on your head with your hands. Okay, using your abdominal muscles. Keep some space between your chin and your chest. Okay, now I'm gonna add on here. Then release your arms, reach, lift up a little higher. Hands behind your head and lower back down. Again, lift up and reach a little bit more. And back and lower back down, lift up and reach a little bit more. Reach, reach, reach. Hands behind your head and lower back down. 2 more times, lift up and reach and back and lower back down and curl up and reach. Hands behind your head and lower back down at a half. So lift up and reach, hold here, hold here. Hey, now keep it here or extend your legs out a little longer. Palms face down and take it to a beat with your arms. So here, remember you can keep your legs in tabletop here. Glue your legs together though, so get those inner thighs to contract here. If you want to progress even more, take your legs further closer to the mat. I want you to keep your belly flat though, lower back pressed into the mat. Okay, so protect that lower back. Keep going. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Keep going nice and strong. Okay, keep going. Squeeze those legs together. Go for 4 and 3 and 2. Good. Keep going. And 1. Squeeze those legs together. Bring your knees back in. A little bit of a relief here. Place your feet on the mat. Okay. Take your arms down by your side. Now lift your heels up, your toes up off the mat. Okay. Take your right heel, scoot it out by maybe 4 inches. Okay. So with your legs staggered like this, you want to try and keep your hips level, arms down by your side. So you're going to press your hips up and then lower back down. And again, press up and lower back down. Okay. And again, try and keep your hips level. So you're going to have to adjust the distribution of the weight and effort so that you can keep your hips at the same level. Okay, you got it. And press up and lower back down. Good. Let's go again. Press up and lower back down. Good. Last one. We're up and then lower back down. Bring your right heel back in. Take your left heel. Walk it out 3 or 4 inches. Same thing on this side. So get what it feels like. Hips stay level. Press up and lower back down. Squeeze your glutes, your hamstrings up and lower back down. Pressing your heels into the mat. Up and lower back down. 1 more time. Here we go. Press up and lower back down. Now I'm going to bring that left heel in, right heel out once again. Okay, so staggered here. Inhale and exhale, press up and then lower down. This time you're going to lift up and hold, lower halfway down. Okay, so here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to keep our left heel in contact with the mat. We're going to take our right leg and we're going to kick it up to the ceiling here. And then lower back down. So again, it's 3 or 4 inches out further than the left heel. Keeping your hips lifted. And up. And then lower back down. Okay. Right heel lifts up, or right leg here. Don't worry if you keep a bend in that knee. And left leg. Good. And back down. If you want, you can float your arms up. Okay, remember your legs stay staggered. Okay, so back down here. And left leg up. And back down. 1 more time. Right leg. And then back down. Left leg. Taking it back up. And lower back down. Lower your spine back onto the mat. Switch. So right heel in. Left heel out 3 or 4 inches. And once again, you're going to press up like so. And then back down. Lift up here. Lower halfway down. Halfway down. Okay. Take your left leg. Kick up. Hips stay level. And then lower back down. And right leg lifts up. And feeling your hamstring on the left side a little bit more. And again, up. And then back down. And right leg up. Woo. And then back down. Left leg lifts up. And back down. And right leg lift up. Digging those heels into the mat. And down. Left leg up. and down, and right leg up, and lower back. Okay, now I want you to walk your heels back in to a nice comfortable distance from your hips. Then go ahead and lift your toes up if they're not already there. Hey, from here, we're going to lift up through our hips, lower halfway down, arms lifted over by your side, and then just from here, you're going to take it to a little pulse, and pulse, and pulse. So squeeze through those glutes, and pulse, and pulse. You're going to feel it more in your glutes, and pulse, and pulse. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Now you're going to take both heels, walk them 3 or 4 inches out. Okay, so same thing. Lift up, lower about halfway down, and pulse, and pulse. So we're going to target those hamstrings now. Pulse, and pulse. So the back of your thighs. Pulse, pulse, and pulse, and pulse. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Lower your spine back down. Now, if this feels like a challenge for you, then stay here. Or if you want to, you can walk your heels out a couple more inches. Okay, so a little harder, but make sure you keep your belly pulled in. So no strain in that lower back. So we're going to lift up, lower halfway down, so in very little range. Here we go. You're feeling those hamstrings aching maybe, and pulse, maybe pulsing like half an inch. Pulse. Really feeling those hamstrings. Good. And 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down. Good. Going to bring your knees into your chest. Rotate. And then go in the opposite direction here. You're going to extend your legs out. Take your arms overhead. Place your hands, your fingertips together, like so. And you're just going to press your fingertips together. So get that contraction through your upper body. Okay, so here, contract. So press, shoulders, get your core to engage as well. And your legs are extended. Try and keep your legs on the mat. You're going to lift up and roll either halfway up and then lower back down. Try and get your shoulder blades up off of the mat. So lifting up, roll halfway up and back down. Now if you want to, take it all the way up. So rolling all the way up here. At the top, we're going to take it up, upright, pressing your fingertips together, and then lower back down, keeping your legs in contact with the mat. Okay, so remember, half of a roll or a full roll up. Reaching up, pressing your fingertips together, so get the firing through your upper body, and then back down. And again, pressing those fingertips together, roll, lifting up, shoulders down away from your ears. So don't let your shoulders creep up. Keep them down away from your ears. A nice long neck. And curl up. Whew. And then back down. Beautiful. Let's go for 4 more. So curling up. Reach and back down. 3 more. Breathe. And back down. Last 2. Let's go. And back down. And last one. Here we go. Taking a look. And lowering back down. You're going to take yourself up into standing. Now we're going to turn to that chair. Okay, so we're going to use the chair as our bar. Okay, so we're going to use it to steady ourselves in these next series of exercises. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our right knee. We're going to pull it in toward our chest. And then we're going to kick that leg back, knee bent, back behind here. Okay, so adjust the distance from the chair so that you have clearance, okay, and back. Now I want you to think about squeezing through that glute on the right side, in, and then back. Okay. Left knee is slightly bent, weight in that left heel, okay, and back. Squeeze through that glute. Now spine stays in neutral. As you kick that leg back, try not to arch that lower back, okay? Now we're going to add on, so we're going to pull it here, we're going to round through upper spine, lift onto your left toes, and then you're going to lower that left heel down and kick that leg back. Squeeze to that right glute. And then in here, round to that spine, and then kick, squeeze to that right glute. And in here, round to that spine for that stretch, and then kick back. Okay, and again, lift up, and round here, and up, and kick. Okay, here we go. We're going to move on. So here, round, and then kick that hold here. Hey, just that leg, you're going to lower it down and press, and down, and press. So each time you press, you squeeze through that right gluteal down, and press. Good. down, and press. You're going to feel the work in your left leg as well, that supporting leg. Try and keep the weight in that left heel, and down, and lift. Good, down, and lift. Spine stays in neutral, and down, and lift. Good, and down, and lift. 2 more, down, and lift. Last one, down, and lift. Now you're going to extend that leg straight, and lower down, and lift. So a slight external rotation through that right leg. So down, and lift. Good, down, and lift. Still, again, targeting that right glute. Okay, so down, and lift. Good, down, and lift. Keep that spine in neutral. Okay, so no strain on that lower back, so always check. Okay, so 3 more, and lift. 2 more, down, and lift. Last one, down, and lift. Hold here. Now take that right leg and take it to the right side, and then back behind where you started. To the right side here, and back behind. Okay, so this is a killer. Here we go, to the side, and back behind. Good. You might even feel it more in that left leg than the right. Okay, that supporting leg, and down, and back. Good, and up to the side, and back. Good, 3 more, to the side, and back. Last one, last 2, and back. Last one, here we go. Down, and back here, and then go ahead and take it in here. Feel that stretch in that back, and lower back down, right into the other side. Okay, so left knee in, and then kick that leg back, squeeze through that left glute, and in, and kick that leg back here. Good, and in. So you're hinging forward so that you don't take it in your lower back. Okay, so you're taking it in that hip, that bend in that hip. Okay, so now we're going to move on. So we're going to take it in onto our right toes, round to that upper spine, bring that left knee into your chest, and then lower that right heel and press that left leg back. And you're round, shoulders down, and press back. Good. And here, and press back. Good. And here, and press back. You got it. In, and press back. And again, in, and press back. Hold here. Okay, so you're hinged through your upper body. Lower that left leg down and press. So really feel that fire in that left glute. Down and press. So each time squeezing that left gluteal and down and press and down and squeeze. Good. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. Let's go. Down and squeeze. 3 more. Down and squeeze. Last 2. Down and squeeze. Last one. Down and squeeze. Extend that leg. Lower it down and lift. A slight external rotation through that left leg and down. So the knee is slightly out and down and lift. Bending at the hip. Lower back stays in neutral and lift. Good. Down and lift. 3 more. Down and lift. Last 2. Down and lift. Last one. Down and lift and hold. You're going to take it out to the left and back behind. Take it out to the left and back behind and to the left and back behind and to the left and back behind and to the left. Hang in there and to the left and back behind. 3 more. To the left and back behind. Last 2. To the left and back behind. Last one. To the left and back behind. Take it on in. Feel that stretch here. And then lower back down. Nice work. Okay, you're going to take it to the bar or the back of the chair. Okay, feet in first position. So toes out, heels touching. We're going to take it to a releve. So lift up nice and tall. Okay, so then we're going to take our knees out to the side as we lower down, keeping our spines upright. So you're just going to lower down. Okay, so go down as far as you feel comfortable. Maybe it's just a few inches. Maybe it's a little bit more. And then press back up with control. So you want to take it nice and slow. So a little harder. Okay, so down. Nice and slow. And then press back up. Shoulders down away from your ears. And again, down nice and slow. Woo, try to keep your heels high. And press up. 3 more. Okay, you got it. Here we go, down. Woo. And nice and slow, pressing up. And 2 more. Let's go. And press back up. 1 more. Okay, 1 more down. And press back up, hold here. Okay, now experiment. Maybe one arm lifts. Maybe the other arm lifts as you hold that balance for 4 onto the floor. Okay, you place yourself onto the floor, onto your forearms, like so. Okay, nice and strong. On your forearms, your shoulders on top of your elbows, shoulder blades apart, back of the neck long. Okay, modification on your knees. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right hip, we're going to lower it to the right, and left hip to the left, and right, and left. Hey, try not to collapse in your upper body, right and left. So either on your toes or on your knees. Okay, side. Strong in your shoulders. So again, try not to collapse in your shoulders. And right, and left, and right. Keep your belly pulled in, and left. Okay, so don't worry if you don't go very far. Okay, maybe just an inch or two, or maybe it's closer to the mat. Okay, so it's up to you. And right, and left. Now stay on your right here, on your toes or knees. I'm going to open up to the side here. Reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Okay, knee bent or reaching up here. Okay, then you're going to take that left arm, you're going to reach over a big ball, weave under that right armpit, and then back up. Okay, get that rotation. So reach under that right armpit, and then reach up. Good. So remember, you can lower your right knee on the mat if you want to, or both knees, if that's where you are for today, and reach. And left. Now I'm going to turn to those obliques once again. Place your left hand to your right waist. And now I'm going to lift up. Feel the contraction in that oblique here, and back down. And press up. Keep your right shoulder strong. So lots of work in that right shoulder as well. And down. Good. Press up and down. Squeeze to that side and down. Good. And up and down. Good. Up and down. 4 more. Up and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2. Squeeze and down. Last 1. Up and down. Back to your forearms on your toes or on your knees. Hips to the left. So we're resuming here to the right and to the left and to the right. Strong in the upper body and don't collapse. And to the right and to the left and to the right. Now to the left and hold. Hold here. So you're going to pivot over to the left side here. On your knees, the sides of your feet. Weave under that left armpit. And then reach back up to the ceiling. Weave under that left armpit. Drop that right shoulder down. Get that rotation. And lift back up. 3 more times. So reach under. And then back up. Last 2. Reach under. And back up. Last 1. Reach under. And then back up. Now take that right hand. Wrap it around that left waist. Okay. On that left knee on the floor, or lift it. You're going to pull up and press. And press. Feel that contraction in that side. And press up and back down. Strong that left shoulder and down. Good. Press up and down. You should feel it. 3 more and down. Last 2. Up and down. Last 1. Up and down. Take it back down into that plank. We're going to go for another set. So right and left and right. And left. Keep the control. And right. And left. Now take it over to your right here. On your knees or the sides of your feet. Up. Weave under that bottom armpit. And then take it back up nice and strong. Good. And weave. Woo. And lift up. And down. So really extend to that left arm here. 2 more. Weave. And then back up 1 more time. Excellent work. And reach up. Wrap that arm around, or if you want to keep it up to the ceiling, you're going to pulse up and lift and lift. Good. Squeeze. Up. Good. Keep it going. 3 more. 3. You got it. 2 more. Last 1. Up and back down. Back into that plank. Left hip over to the left and to the right. Almost there. Hang in there. Push it. Here we go. And right and left. And right to the left and hold. Right arm up. Weave under that left armpit. Down. And then rise up. Weave under that left armpit. And then back up. And under that left armpit. And reach up to the ceiling. And 2 more. And lift up 1 more time. Let's go. And here, okay, that arm up to the ceiling or wrapped around that bottom waist. And lift. And lift. So contract to that side and down, lift, and squeeze. Hang in there. Go for 4 more, and 3. Nice and strong. 2, and 1. You got it. Back into that plank. We're going to hold it here for a final stretch. Counting down, I promise. For 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, and 5. You got 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down. Take it into child's pose. Excellent work. And then place your belly onto the mat. We're going to do some back work. Arms to your sides. Feet flat. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. You're going to lift your upper torso. Okay, belly pulled in. Lift your legs up. Squeeze your glutes. Point your toes. Straighten the knees. You can take your arms, place them by your side, or hands by your side, shoulders down for support, or lift your arms up off the mat. Whole belly is in, back of the neck is long. Okay, all those front checks. Nice. Good. Good. Move that chair away. Okay, so here we go. Either just your legs or your legs and your arms. You're going to take it to a straddle and pull it back. So think about engaging your inner thighs here and pull out and together and out. Maintain that back extension, so still working the muscles along the spine. Out and back in. Belly is in and in. Good. Out and back in. Good. Out and back in. Good. 4 more and in. 3 more. Woo. Last 2. Out and back in. And 1. Add that half out here. So hands are here or here, just holding strong. Now if your arms are lifted, one, take it out to the side here, or form a pure X and just hold. Okay, just hold. So remember, choose your level. Hands on the mat for support. Here, here, or here. Okay, hold. So you're straddled with your legs. Point your toes. Straighten the knees. Squeeze the glutes. Belly is in. Back of the neck long. All those form checks. Counting down for 8 and 7. You got 6 and 5. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Lower down, hands under your shoulders. Lift up into that quadruped. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, catch, stretch, tucking that tailbone under. And inhale, cow, drop your belly down. Lift your chest. Good. And exhale, catch, stretch. And inhale, cow, belly drops down. Lift through that chest. Good. And catch, stretch, hold. Send the seat back. Feel the stretch transfer to that lower back. And then back into neutral, past neutral into cow. And then back into neutral. Tuck your toes under, push back into a downward facing dog. Stretch the backs of your legs. Good. Then go ahead and walk your hands to your feet. Bend your knees and roll up to your spine. Okay, so a little more standing work. Okay, so we're upright here. So we're going to take our right leg back. Okay, so into this lunge. So we're going to step back and step forward. Back and step forward. So step back forward and step. Now, forgot to tell you, make sure you have some space in front of you. You're going to kick that leg out in a bit and forward. Okay, now here we go. We're going to progress. Knee up and back and up and tap. Now try not to put too much weight into that the right toes and back and up. Good. Back and up. Now if you want to keep it here with that knee, or if you have the space, kick and back and kick and back and kick, back and kick, back. So you're getting a dynamic hamstring stretch and kick. Good. Back and kick, back and kick. Good. Back and kick, back and kick. 4 more, back and kick. 3 more, back and kick. Last 2, back and kick. Last 1, back and kick. Now hold it here. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, shift your weight under, tucking that tailbone under, shifting the weight to the back foot a little bit. Now you're going to take that tailbone, we're going to tuck it under, squeeze that glute, and then relax until your spine is in neutral. So just very subtle. Tuck here, back into neutral, and tuck. So you're targeting those glutes. So tuck and release, and tuck and release. So it's subtle. Okay, you don't want to take your lower back into hyperextension. So just a little tuck and release back into neutral. Tuck and back and release, and tuck and back. So squeeze through that glute and release. Good. 4 more and release. 3 more here and release. Last 2. You got it. Last 1. Tuck and release. Now hold that tuck. You're going to take your hips and you're going to bob them up and down. Pulse and pulse. Try and get that right knee closer to the mat. You need to scoot that right foot back a little bit more. You can. Good. Pulse and pulse and pulse and pulse. A little lower if you can. Pulse and pulse and pulse. And 8. You got 7 and 6 and 5, 4, and 3, and 2. You got it? Hold. So that knee is close to the mat as you can. Tailbone tucked under. Hold, hold, hold. I'm going to burn it out, squeezing to that left glute as well to make sure that left knee does not collapse in. Right knee a little closer to the mat. Hold for 8, and 7. You got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rise up. Shake it out. I'm going to do the other side. Okay? So here we go. Left leg steps behind. Here. Light weight in the left toe. And tap. And back. And forward. Good. Back. And forward. And back. And forward. Good. Back. And forward. And back. And forward. Good. Moving on. And up. Back. And up. Good. Try and keep the weight in that right heel. Back. And up. Good. Back. So make sure you have clearance in front of you. And back. And kick. And back. And kick. And keep your torso nice and upright. Back. And kick. And back. And kick. And back. And kick. And back. And kick. How you doing? Woo! And back. And kick. And back. And kick. And back. And kick. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And hold. Tuck that tailbone under. Upright through your torso. Bend the left knee a little bit more, shifting the weight back. Hey, you're going to release that tuck. And then tuck it under. Release back into neutral. And tuck. And release. And tuck. Targeting that left gluteal. And tuck. And release. And tuck. And release. And tuck. And release. And squeeze. So you should feel that left butt cheek getting hard. Squeeze. Good. And tuck. And contract. And release. And contract. Okay? Never hyperextending to that lower back. And squeeze. 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Hold here. Take your hips and bob them up and down. Maybe get them a little lower. And pulse. And pulse. Nice and upright through your torso. And pulse. Good. Pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Get ready for 4. At 3, a little lower. 2, and hold as close to the mat as you can here. Close to the mat. Yes. Squeeze that right glute. Try not to let it collapse in. You're directly over that right foot. Nice and low. Holding here. Counting down for 8. And 7. You got it. 6. 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Rise up. And we're going to go for that shake. Excellent. And take it down onto the floor. Okay, we're on the side here, so I want you to take your right hand and wrap it around your left waist. Place your left hand in front of you. Okay, so now we're going to work on the tricep, back of the left upper arm. So we're going to press into the mat with that left and lower back down and press and lower. Good. Feeling the back of that upper arm and down. Good. Up and down. So your knees are slightly bent up and down. Good. Up and down. Let's go for 4 more. And down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2. And last 1. And lower back down. Place your right hand below your right shoulder, left hand out in front. Okay, so you're going to lean into that left shoulder, and you're going to do a chest press. And lift up and open up to that chest. Reach that left arm nice and long. And then reach forward and chest press down. And reach up. And chest press down. And reach up. So getting that rotation, getting the obliques. And down. And reach. Good. And down. Should feel good. And reach. Excellent. And 4 more. And reach. Last 2. Down. And reach. Last 1. And we're going to go back into that tricep movement. So back down here. Left hand in front. Right hand wraps around that left waist. And press up and down. And press up and down. Good. Up and down. And up. Woo, feel that burn. Let's go for 5. And down. 4 more. Up and down. Last 3. Press. And last 2. Up and down. Last 1. Up and lower back down. All the way back down. Excellent. Okay, take both legs up to the ceiling. Hands behind your head. And we're just going to lift up and down. Working through the upper abdominal muscle region. Lift up and down, and up, and down. Good. Up, and down, and up, and down. 3 more, up, and down. Last 2, up, and down. Last 1, up, and down. Bend through your knees. You're going to take your left shoulder to that right knee. Press that left heel out, and switch. So your feet are flexed. So you're crisscrossing, but your feet are flexed. And press, and press, and press. Reach that opposite shoulder, opposite rib cage maybe, to that opposite knee. Get that rotation. And press, and press, and press. Good. Press. So you're just guiding your head with your fingertips. You're not pulling on your head. And press. Keep your belly flat. Press, and press, and press, and press. Woo! Keep it going. So at this pace, or if you want, double time. Press and press, press and press. I'm going to count down for 10 more counts. Do as many as you can in my 10 counts. Here we go. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Back knees into your chest. Go ahead and draw some circles with your knees. Feet flat on the mat. Arms overhead. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Rise up. Your knees and feet are hip distance apart. And curl in. And lower back down and curl in. Woo. And lower back down and curl in. And lower back down, curl in and hold. Hold here. Place your hands to your outer thighs. Curl up a little higher. You're going to press your outer thighs as you press out with your legs and just hold. So feel the fire in your upper body as well. Just going to hold that press. Press, belly nice and flat. Press and press and press and press. 4, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower back down. Okay. You're going to take it back up. This time place your hands to your inner thighs. Press out with your hands, in with your legs, and press and press and press. Curling up a little higher. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4. Work it. 3 and 2 and 1 and lower back down. Going in to the other side now. Okay, so you're gonna roll over onto your left side. If you want to, you can pivot to the opposite direction. Okay. So here we go. You're gonna place your left hand around your right waist, right hand in front of you. Just lengthen your knees and press up and back down. So you adjust the positioning of your hand so it feels stable and back down. You don't have to hit the ground all the way. Feel in those triceps and down. Good. And up and back down. Good. Up and back down. Warmth in those triceps here and down and up and down. Let's go for 4 and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2. Up and down. Last 1. Up and lower back down. Place your left hand out to the side under that shoulder. Right hand out in front. Okay, out in front. We're going to take it into a chest press here. And then take that right arm and open up through the chest as you reach back. And then reach out and chest press. Catching yourself in that press. And forward and chest press. Elbows up to the side. And reach. And chest press here. And open out to the side. Good. 3 more. Here we go. Down. And up. Last 2. Open up to that chest. Stretch out those pecs. Shoulders strong on the left side. And last 1. And reach here. And then lower back down. Left hand wraps around that right waist. Positioning that right hand in front and lift up and down. And up and down. Good. Up. If you want, you can kick that right leg out. Don't have the space for it. Out and down and up. And down. Let's go for 6 more. And down. 5 more. Up and down. 4 more. Up and down. Last 3. Up and down. Last 1. Up and lower back down lightly. Roll around to your back. Bring your knees into your chest. One more exercise for our back. So place your belly onto the mat. So here. Arms down by your sides. Pull your belly in toward your spine. Go ahead and lift up into a back extension. Okay, remember if you need support, hands by your side here. Okay, now if you want to take it to the next variation, interlace your fingers behind you. Go ahead and extend your arms straight, open up to your chest and hold it in this back extension. Shoulders away from your ears. If you want more of a stretch through that chest, you can lift your arms up and hold. Okay, so hold. Here. And now you're going to take your hands, you're going to pull them apart, but keep them interlaced by keeping your fingers together. We're just going to pull them apart, so feel it in your shoulders as you hold. Okay, so this is optional. You can always keep it here if you want to just work the back. Okay, so here you're going to throw in some upper body work. So maintaining that back extension, just pulling your arms apart, keeping your elbows bent. Holding here, pull and pull. So it's an isometric contraction. Still squeezing the glutes, pointing to the toes, straighten the knees. You're gonna hold for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna press them together. Press, press. It may not feel like much. If it feels easier, you can take your fingertips and press them together. Okay, so whatever it takes, you might not even feel it, but think about pressing your hands together. So pulling your shoulders together in the back. Just hold here. Press and press. 4, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Release. If your arms are extended, let them float to the side. Below your shoulders or out to the side here. And then draw them in. Okay, so here. We're going to finish off with some rhomboid work. So hands here. If you want to just work the back, if you work the spine, muscles along the spine, or if you want to throw in some rhomboid work, you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together and lower down. Pinch your shoulder blades together and lower back down. And pinch and lower and pinch and lower. 4 more and down. 3 more. Up and down. Last 2. Up and down. Last 1 and hold. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower back down. Press up into that quadruped. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Cat stretch. And take it into cow. Dropping that belly down. Cat stretch. Tucking that tailbone under and then sink your hips back. Wiggle, wiggle, whatever feels good at this point. Shoulders on top of your wrist. Go ahead and drop your belly down, lift through your chest. And back into neutral. Tuck your toes under. Let's push back into a downward facing dog. Feel the stretch all along the backs of your legs. So we did a lot of hamstring work, a lot of glute work, calf work as well. So hold here. You can pedal your feet if you need to. Press through your hands, lengthen through your spine. Breathe, soft through your neck. No tension there. Ooh, nice. And let's go ahead and lower down onto our knees. And turn to the front. We're going to finish off with some stretches. Soles of the feet together into our butterfly stretch. Hands around your ankles, or use your hands to press your legs out. Hinge forward. Feel the inner thigh stretch, lower back, the glutes, everything. Breathe. Good. And then roll up to your spine. Good. And then hinge forward one more time and roll up to your spine. And hinge forward, maybe going a little further than that. Hinge, roll up to your spine. One more time, hinge forward. And roll up your spine here. Extend your legs straight up. Feet are flexed. Hinge over your legs. Another hamstring calf stretch. Okay, take your toes. Point and flex. And point and flex. You might feel it in your shins. And flex. Good. Point. Both feet flex and fold over a little bit more. Then roll up through your spine. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Nice and tall. We're going to rotate to the right side. You can even place your left arm to the outside of your right thigh and help yourself to a deeper twist. There, look to the back of the room. Maybe make sure your right shoulder is away from that ear. Breathe. Other side. Left leg. Outside of your right thigh. Lift up tall. Rotate to the left. Right arm to the outside of your left thigh. Nice and tall. Breathe. Take your arms overhead. Inhale. Right arm to your right. Right hand to your right hip. Left arm reaches overhead. Get that side stretch. Gonna bend through that elbow. Look to the crease of that right arm. Elbow. And then reach a little bit further. Sink that left hip into the mat. And then drop that left shoulder. Reach to the top right corner. And then stack your shoulders back to the other side. Reach over, rounding that right hip. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen to that right side. And bend slightly to that elbow. Look to the crease. And then reach. Drop that right shoulder. Reach to the top left corner. Get that rotation. Get the lats and then stack your shoulders and back up. Shoulders rotate, opposite direction. Drop both shoulders down, head to your right shoulder. You can use your right hand to take a little deeper stretch, so pull that head down gently. Left shoulder drops down. And then circle to the opposite shoulder. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And to the front. Gently press as you keep your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. And rise back up. Good. Shake out your hands. Get it all out. We're going to finish off with our 2 big breaths. First exhalation, as always, just release anything that's not helping you, not serving you. Just set it free. As always, only leave room for good things, positive things, things that give you energy, strength, hope. Here we go, inhale, big breath. And exhale, release. And back in, inhale. And place your hands together and slowly lower them to heart center. Ground yourself. And we say namaste. So thanks for working out with me today. Happy August. And hope you're doing well and settling into a new normal. And taking some time to take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. So be well, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good week. Bye-bye.